Hello, Theater One class. Today is Thursday, November 12th. Today we are going to be talking about the next piece to our visual storytelling project. On Tuesday, if you attended live or watched the video afterwards, I went over the recreated famous work of art project that everybody should be working on this week. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you. Today we had a couple of tasks to take care of, and it looks like many of you took care of this already. You have the elements of art ed puzzle, where you will watch the video and then name the 7 elements of art. And then movie geometry. This one is one of my favorites because it points out some really cool things about the way that filmmakers use shapes to communicate ideas. It's really fascinating stuff. Every time I show this to any of my classes, students usually say it's one of their favorite things that they watch. So make sure that you take the time to do that, not just for the points, but because it's really interesting. And it kind of opens your eyes to the way that shapes communicate meaning and what different shapes mean, particularly circles and triangles. So those 2 videos are really important in helping you craft your artist statement. So I have shared a template with you. And what I would like you to do is open it up, click on File, make a copy. That way you will have your own copy. I have retitled mine with my last name and artist statement. And that's what everybody at home should do now. What you're going to be doing is using the white spaces below to write your artist statement for the Tableau project. So we are looking at roughly 5 sentences. So a very, very simple paragraph. In your first sentence, you introduce your topic with a clear sentence. I have given you a sentence frame here so that, I know a lot of times, I've taught English for 10 years. I know one of the hardest things about writing is just figuring out what to say. So I've actually given you your opener. For my Tableau, I decided to recreate, and then you will describe the photo or artwork. So for people who are watching from home, people here with me in class, I'd like to see everybody's template open, unless you are viewing the video from Tuesday. And I'm going to give you 2 minutes to type your first sentence. Go. Exactly. As soon as I see that you wrote your art statement, compare it to what I'm doing for today to make sure you hit all of the marks. So, okay, thank you. Yeah. Take 1 more minute to start that first sentence. Okay, so hopefully you have one complete sentence so far. For your second sentence, you're going to choose one of the art or tableau elements to describe from the photo. So as a reminder, you learned about the elements of art in the Ed Puzzle video today. You learned about the meaning of shapes in movie geometry. We also, if we go back to Tuesday's slideshow, if we're not sure what the elements of tableau are, we can always go back and see what those elements were. Okay, so facial expressions, body shapes, levels, high, medium, low, spatial relationships and connections. So my paragraph can address at least one of those things. So for the example that I've given you here, the rectangular frame of my window is similar to the rectangular painting behind the subject. So I'm going to give everybody 3 minutes now to write their second sentence. 3 minutes, go. Take about 1 more minute. Okay. So now we are going to go down to the third and fourth sentence. So for each of these, I would like you to include a transition. Transitions really help our writing flow. So you can say something like in addition or additionally, and then you choose your second art or tableau element. So the example that I've given you here, in addition, I chose to focus on the colors red and blue by choosing clothing that was similar to the subjects. So that would be my third sentence. And my fourth one, I don't use in addition again because then it becomes redundant. Instead, I say for my third element, I focused on placing myself and items in the photo at different levels, much like the original piece of artwork. So in my paragraph then, I am hitting on several different art and tableau elements. So now you have 2 more sophisticated sentences to write. So I'm going to give everybody 8 minutes. So I'm going to put myself on mute and I will be back in 8 minutes at 10:44. 8 minutes, go. 2 sentences. In the interest of time, I'm going to do just a quick little check-in. Hopefully by now, everyone is wrapping up that fourth sentence. And then for sentence number 5, you will be concluding your artist statement by mentioning a creative choice that you made. So I have included another transition to help my writing flow. Finally, I included my cat since we do not have a baby in the family. I believe this made my tableau very enjoyable to view. So it's a nice way to tie up the whole thing. After I have completed all 5 of those sentences that I've typed here in the white space, then I will copy and paste each of those sentences down here so that I have one complete paragraph. What I've also done is to make it easier for my teacher to grade it and to know how many elements I addressed in my artist statement, I put my elements in boldface. So then when we look at all of the sentences that I practiced writing, what I have is, for my tableau, I decided to recreate the photo of the woman holding a baby and looking down at a book. The rectangular frame of my window is similar to the rectangular painting behind the subject. In addition, I chose to focus on the colors red and blue by choosing clothing that was similar to the subjects. For my third element, I focused on placing myself and items in the photo at different levels, much like the original piece of artwork. Finally, I included my cat since we do not have a baby in the family. I believe this made my tableau very enjoyable to view. So I've got a nice little artist statement there. Then what I will do is I capture all of it and I will copy it so that when I am ready to claim my own slide, I would be able to go right here after I have put my photo there and I would paste my paragraph right there. Now, something that I notice is that the text is a bit small. So I would probably just go over here and make the text a bit bigger, just to make it easier for my teacher to read. So that is your task, my friends. And it looks like I've got one here. Perfect. Okay. And Cooper, I would actually, same thing, I would recommend that you make your text a little bit bigger and go through and boldface the elements. Very nice. Okay. Okay, good, good. All right, we've got some examples going in here. This is great. Okay. Okay, so for my viewers who are learning from home today, that is the lesson for today. The last piece is right here, turning in the Google form when you have completed the assignment. And because of this formatting on Zoom, it's not letting me open it. Here, give me one sec. That didn't work at all. Give me a sec. When my screen is projected, it's difficult for me to see all of the formats the same way. Open it for me. Okay, there we go. So Tableau recreation submission, and actually I am going to change this, turn it in by 3 p.m. on Monday, is that the 16th? 13, 14, 15, yes. Monday, November 16th. So there is your due date. So you have lots and lots of time. Today is Thursday, so you can spend Friday really skillfully recreating that photo and putting it together in this lovely album. Now, just so you know, this is kind of my fair warning to everybody. If you do the assignment, but you forget to turn in the Google form, you're going to automatically lose a point or two. Because the way that I'm going to know that I am able to go through and grade is with the Google form. So don't forget to do that part, because I don't want to get emails from people, next Monday night saying, hey, why did you give me, a 2 out of 4? I did a really good job on this. Part of doing a really good job is making sure that you're following all of the instructions. So Google form after you finish your whole project to let me know that it's complete. Also making sure that you have followed all of the instructions and that you haven't missed any of the steps. So let's see, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. If you are working from home, that is the end of the lesson today. My students here live in class are going to be working on their projects, and I hope that you will continue to do the same. Take care.